Hey there, friends. Brian Garcia here with
Erin, Nicole, Bick, and we are the Adventure Partners.
Hey, friends. How are you doing today? Having a beautiful day here on the Scooby Couch. We're on the Scooby Couch. Hey, so what is the reason for you following people? For you following influences, for you following different brands, what are those reasons? What are the reasons specifically that you follow influencers? So today, we're going to dive in because it is time to become extraordinary. Extraordinary in yourself. Extraordinary in your life, extraordinary in what it is that you want to accomplish, what you want to see, and the changes that you are so desperately wanting to make in your own life. So, we've been talking a lot about influence. We've been talking a lot about motivation and inspiration. And now today we're going to dive in and explore what is the inspiration, what is the motivation, and what are the main reasons why you follow people, follow influencers, and follow people who potentially make you feel good.
Yeah.
Or give you ideas.
I think in most cases, healthy people follow information, people, leaders, motivators, who make them feel good.
Yeah.
Unless you're like self-sabotaging or something and you maybe only follow the news, like crappy news, then you got to turn that around if you want your life to start turning around. So, do you follow people?
I do follow people. So, people that I follow are people who are innovators, people who have gone the mile. They've had huge struggles in their life, but they've come out of it successful in some way with their particular brand, with their particular product, their niche, whatever it is that they're doing. I follow people who help to cultivate ideas within my mind. And a lot of people that I know follow these type of people. And the reason for that is because if you are talking with someone who is prolific in what it is that they do, like let's say like spirituality in the universe, like nature, then you're going to feel more grounded. If you follow people who are into like TechCrunch and, total innovators in the tech space and disruptors, that gives you a ton of insight on maybe something that you want to develop and you just have no clue how to do that. I also follow people who are inspirational, who kind of raise the vibration of my inner being. Who are the type of people that you follow?
So I guess when my following journey started, it started specifically with spiritual leaders. People who were like tapped in, tuned up, and turned on by spirituality, by becoming better. And I follow a lot of spiritual teachers, especially on YouTube. It's easy to find them, especially once you know some names to check out. I love personal development. So I could listen to personal development all day long. I follow lots of personal development people. And I guess when it comes to tech stuff, since I needed to build my business, I've got a whole array of techie people that I love to follow because, honing in on your skills and becoming better in your skills empowers you, makes you feel really good. And when you're running a business of your own, it makes you feel awesome. And you start to do things that you've never done before. And that makes you more confident and it pushes you to try more new things.
Yeah, it pushes you to tap into resources that maybe you probably have never heard about. It pushes you, it opens your mind to possible advancements that you can make in what's currently happening. So let's say you see a product or service that you're like, oh my gosh, that's totally cool. I wish that it could do X, Y, Z also. How cool would that be? Now, that's what is called innovation. You take something that's already there, you make it better, and why are you making it better? What is the reason why you would be making something better? Would it be to solve a problem? Yeah. What would be another reason?
Yeah, well, I think that there's a lot of ideas that are already out there. I think in most cases, it's hard to reinvent the wheel and make something that nobody's ever made or discovered before. So adding your own unique flair to what you're learning is really important. I think that pushes your mind above and beyond to seek out problems, but because we're evolving and changing so fast, especially with technology today, staying ahead of the curve and getting out there and researching, what's the new information out there? How are things changing? How are things growing? What are people's new needs when it comes to society today?
Yeah. So watching the trends that people are going through is going to clue you into things that you could do, that you can start taking on your own plate to start providing solutions. And, just like Erin was talking about, most things have already been, thought about. The ideas may not be new, but what's cool about this space, this online space, is regardless of who you are or what products or niches or services that you offer, not really niches you offer, but products and services that you offer to any specific niche, you have your own energy that you can put into it, that people are going to resonate with you because of your story, because of what you have done. So imagine for a second that you started picking up this phone that you're watching this on, or this laptop that has so much possibility inside of it. It's not you. It's not the phone that is going to make it happen. It's you that makes it happen.
How you use it.
Exactly. Yeah. So what is it that causes someone to become extraordinary when maybe they might have been just ordinary? Like, what's a good switch, and how can you get to that?
I think the switch is realizing that other people are doing it. If you see other people out there who have the things you want, who are doing the things you want and you desire, it is proof that you can do it too. You wouldn't come across these things if it wasn't a possibility for you.
Absolutely.
I think that's like the number one thing. Like, I think the universe, that's
Nadia funny. Just put that up there.
I want to finish my thought before I read what she says, because this is going to be some weird thing. Okay, so I think that the universe gifts us ideas. I think the universe, I'm not even going to look at the screen, the universe...
I'm covering the bottom strip, she can't see it.
The universe puts out ideas, gifts you these ideas as you live your life. As you start to expand your mind, grow your mind, the universe is like, hey, you could do this, hey, you could do this. And options start to pop up in your life. And I don't think that the universe would offer you these options or give you these ideas if they weren't there for the taking and if you weren't meant to have them.
Or if you were not capable in yourself of making it happen.
Yes!
That is huge.
That's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Just saying. I said it. I want to read what Nadia said now.
So,
and I want
hey,
to say
welcome to everybody who's on. Nadia, we saw you're on. Anthony, Kara, Priscilla, my sister-in-law's on.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
And everybody who's incognito.
Let's shake it. Okay, now I'm going to read what
So,
Nadia
Nadia,
said.
this is hilarious.
This is what I was trying to avoid because I was like, the universe. And then I looked at the screen and said, the universe. The universe gives the ideas to open people. And if you don't act on it, boom, and you put it aside, the universe will give it to someone else. Have you guys read, maybe Nadia did, that book called Big Magic by Liz... she's the lady... Liz wrote the book, shoot, I'm totally going blank, where Julia Roberts goes on a life mission. Oh, Eat, Pray, Love.
Eat, Pray, Love, there we go.
I forget what Liz's name is, but it's the same author that wrote Eat, Pray, Love. You'll find it. And the book is called Big Magic, and it's all about that concept specifically, that the universe puts something out there for you, and if you don't take a hold of it, it's going to be given to somebody else. Yeah. Just like the idea that I had about the gift, and then Nadia said it.
Exactly.
So it's like we're all sharing a collective consciousness.
Yeah.
It's out there for the taking. Anybody
the vibration is there.
Yeah, the vibration is there. The vibration is high. And you just have to grab onto the high vibration instead of sticking to the low vibration. And that is all about the decisions that we make on a day-to-day, minute-by-minute basis. You can choose to be in a crap mood, or you can choose to be in a great mood.
And you can choose what it is that you follow.
Yes.
And the reason why I put that on there, with such emphasis is because there's something called the television. And it streams this content to you constantly. Like the news, their big theme is what bleeds leads. And so everybody loves to see a train wreck. Most people haven't seen a train wreck, but if you have, you're just like, oh my God, what is that? It's something that you can't keep take your eyes off of.
Yeah.
So if you start dialing in to what it is that you're wanting to achieve in life, and start tuning into those channels. And whenever I say tuning in those channels, for instance, you're here on Be Adventure Partners watching this live for a reason. You're watching the replay for a reason.
Yeah.
You're tuning in for a reason because you see something that's extraordinary and you're just all like, shit, I wish that I could fucking do that too. Like, I don't know where you're from, but you're from somewhere and you're all like, oh my gosh, if these two jokers could do it, I could too.
Why the heck?
And that's
couldn't
absolutely.
I?
And so that circles back around to the universe put this in front of you for a reason, because the universe knows that you can handle the information and you can handle the awakening that is happening in your life. And if you think about it, the awakening happens for a reason. You start to look around with a different spectrum of light hitting your eyes that you've never seen before. For instance, most of us cannot see ultraviolet. It's part of a non-visible spectrum that you just can't really take in. But the moment that you put the right filter on, the moment that you start to take the other filters off, you're now able to start to digest and start to be able to absorb this information and this clarity that you start to have in your life. So you've got to ask yourself, are you ready to actually make leaps in your life that you've never done before? Because what's going to set you apart from everybody else is that everybody else is not taking action in what it is that they want to achieve in life. And so when you go and follow influencers like Tony Robbins, like Matt Kahn, like Esther Hicks, like, who else? Brian Finale. Who else?
Oh my God. Did we say Tony?
Tony Robbins?
Tony Robbins. Like, there are so many influencers out there. And the cool thing about leaders that I have found is that they make you start to clean up your trash.
Yeah.
you got trash in your life, they're going to uncover it for you. Or you're going to uncover it along your journey.
Yeah.
Because as you grow and expand your mind and you get better and better, you don't get better and better until you start clearing out old stuff and making room for new thoughts, new beliefs,
yes,
new patterns, new habits to come into your life. If you keep practicing old crappy behaviors, old crappy thoughts, you get stuck there. And you can't evolve. You can't allow new experiences to come in because you are stuck in old ways. Hey, Mariko. What did Anthony say? So true. Watched a program on Stonehenge talk about harnessing the universe.
Yeah. What's crazy about Stonehenge, Anthony, is that almost a year ago today, we were at Stonehenge. Almost. It was a couple days ago, but it was in this time. And we went out there and we sat, we took our shoes off, we sat inside, as close as we could to Stonehenge because they have it all cordoned off. And we meditated and felt the energy from Stonehenge. Absolutely beautiful. So beautiful.
We did some yoga there too. Hiya!
What's up, Mariko?
What's up, Mariko? Yeah.
Yeah. So
make room. Make room for new experiences. Make room for new inspiring people in your life. And if you want to know some names or some resources, you can always reach out to us. We have an abundance of it, of names and resources that we follow. And the list just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Because once you find somebody, you start chasing somebody else because those influencers share books with you that they read. They start to tell you where they get their information.
Who mentors them?
Yeah. Like if I would have never started following Shane Kreider, I would have never heard about Bob Proctor. I would have never heard about Jim Rohn or Zig Ziglar.
Les Brown.
Oh my God.
You're hungry.
Gotta be hungry. Hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now comes a turning point. You wouldn't follow Be Adventure Partners if you didn't want to become extraordinary.
Yeah. Or live extraordinary.
Live extraordinary, love deeper, travel broader, live an extraordinary life. You wouldn't do it. And the reason why you wouldn't is because you wouldn't vibrate on the level that Be Adventure Partners is at, the frequency that is emitted through the channel, through us, through, the mentors that come along and, form people along the way.
Yeah.
So when you're making a change in your life and you're wanting to become extraordinary, it takes energy and it takes dedication and it takes you wanting to make a change in your life that you never thought you could because of limiting beliefs that were put on you from the moment that we're born.
Yeah. Yep. And the biggest reason that you attract new information and stuff that starts to inspire you more and change your life is because like attracts like.
Yeah.
Once you start vibrating at a higher level, things start falling into your life. It's the law of attraction. Things start coming to you. And like we were talking about before, the gifts of the universe. The gifts of the universe are these new experiences. But a lot of times we're afraid to cling on to the new experience. We're afraid because we've never done that before. And stepping outside of our comfort zone, it's not really a human instinct. We want to be safe. We want to know that tomorrow's going to be okay. And when we start doing new things, clinging on to new experiences, and jumping outside of the box, we come into this unfamiliar territory. And that unfamiliar territory is very scary. But think about this. How scary would it be if you were in the exact same position at this time next year and you hadn't evolved and you hadn't grown because you didn't do anything to change your life? To me, that's more terrifying. At one point in my life, I had to give myself a shake and really be like, hey, Do you want to continue to be drugged out and depressed, hanging out on a couch, with the blinds closed? Do you want to keep doing that for the rest of your life? So I had to give things up.
Yeah.
I had to stop doing drugs. I had to stop binge drinking. I had to stop partying like an animal. I had to start changing my circle of influence around me so that I could stretch and grow. Because if I didn't nip those behaviors in the butt, I was never going to change. And it was hard. It was really hard. Because when you start to change like that, you don't identify with the new person that you're becoming. You're like, who is this new person? Is this person boring? Is this person this and that? And you have all these new judgments about the person that you're becoming. But guess what? You find comfort in the new place that you go as well. And you start to feel better than ever before. You start to see, hey, I started to make these changes for a reason, and I actually love who I'm being. And you start becoming addicted to the new neurons that are firing off in your brain. The new dopamine, the new hits of dopamine that you're getting from the new experiences that you're having. And things aren't so scary anymore. So you got to step it up. You got to keep, seeking out new ways to live an extraordinary life, or you're never going to have that.
Yeah. So the pain of growth, the pain of the time, the pain of the growth is not as intense as the pain of regret you'll face in your life 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, 5 years down the road. When you look back and you think to yourself, you know what? I was following those Be Adventure Partner people. Let's see where they're at. Oh my gosh. And then you're going to mark the words in your mind that whenever you look at your moment right now, 5 years in the future, 2 years, or even 6 months from now, as short as that, are you going to be in pain because of the regret you have in your life because you didn't take action to do something, to learn how to market, an idea? Like, let's say you had an idea for a business or a service or product. Are you going to be in regret? And I mean, that pain is a pain that you'll never be able to shake.
Yeah.
It hurts you so deep into your soul.
Yeah, there's either the one of two pains. It's the pain of regret or the pain of discomfort.
Yeah.
And you get to choose which one you want to be in. And for me, discomfort was more staying the same. Because it was so uncomfortable where I was at. But it was also uncomfortable to push myself to the next level. And I chose to push myself to the next level so that I could be happy.
Yeah.
And it took a while.
Yeah.
It did. But the most worthwhile journey and struggle that I ever went through.
Nice.
Or else I wouldn't be here.
And so all of this comes full circle for reasons why you follow people, reasons why you follow brands. And it's so that you can evolve. It comes back to it for the evolution of oneself.
Yep.
And
being inspired.
We follow so many different people and influencers, and it's wherever you're at in your life, regardless of who you are, you've got someone to look up to follow, to be inspiration to you, to potentially be a form of motivation to you. So find who that is in your life and latch onto them, follow their content,
ask
comment
questions.
Yep, comment and share on their posts, message them. Get to know them.
Get to know them. You should get to know them.
Yes.
Yeah. And pick their brains.
Yeah.
That's what we do with our mentors. Mentors that are at an arm's reach, we pick their brains all day long, ask them questions, or we follow what they do and we start to duplicate their behaviors.
Yeah.
And the things that they do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if they say, hey, this is a way that we grew our business, and I look at it and I say, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and implement that in mine as well.
Darn tootin'.
And so we implement it in our business, and then we see them growing, they see us growing, they congratulate, hey, you know, I saw that you did implement that, good job. And it's because of the influence they have, the way that they're able to build you up. Like it's not their job to do that, it's your job to take that influence and implement it in your life so that you can actually have a really cool freaking life.
Yeah, man.
Really cool freaking life. Extraordinary. Yeah.
You may as well have a cool life.
Yeah.
Because we're not getting any younger. None of us.
No.
If you're alive, you're watching this, you're not getting younger.
No.
I'm not getting younger.
The moment that we're born, we're on a downward spiral towards our death. Because that's the direction that life goes. Yeah, you're young. Oh, look, they're so young. They've got all this life to live. But you know what? I'm halfway to 70 years old right now.
Oh my god. Okay. Do we have anything else to say today?
No, I'm pretty solid.
I would say, you know, if you're ready to start taking your life to the next level, jump on a call with us. Get to know us. We're super happy to know you. Super happy to know you. Super happy to answer any questions that you have. So,
until next time, friends.
Adventure on.
Adventure on.
Bye. Thanks
Bye.
for coming out, everybody.